Hey, I've been asked to share my immigration story really quickly in this video. My name is Michael Cantago Fischbach. Cantago used to be my official last name. I was born in the Philippines in Manila, in within Manila, kind of a region called Makati, or a subset of Manila. And from there, I was born there in 1979, and I was actually found on the street with my older brother, who's about 3 years older than me, and we were found by Catholic nuns, and we were brought into this orphanage called White Cross Orphanage, which is still in existence today and no longer has nuns, but they're about to celebrate their 90th year of service. Thank goodness, and still have a number of children that are there in the orphanage. So in 1979 through early 80s, I was in that orphanage with my older brother, and the way that we came over was that we were obviously adopted into U.S. parents, and both of my parents were, I guess, not Midwesterners, but my father was from West Virginia, my mother was from Cincinnati, Ohio. When they married, they decided to have children, but they couldn't have children, and they decided to adopt in, I believe, like 1982, something like that. I might have the year wrong a little bit. And they searched for, they originally wanted to have children from South America, but they got I believe, a letter from us, or however it came about, and they saw us. I'm not sure how, but within that same year, I believe my parents in 1982, 1983 were searching to adopt. Within that same year, we actually were adopted and landed in New Berlin, Wisconsin, to live out our winter experience there when I was 5 years old. So literally came over, adopted, and we started school here in the States, in the pretty much frozen tundra of Wisconsin, and we actually got naturalized in front of our entire school, with the newspaper there and everything, and we got naturalized when I was 5 years old, and that's how I became an American citizen, along with my brother, who was 8 years old, and then that's how we immigrated to the U.S. I'll go to the next question here. So, is there a specific place that resonates with you in particular that you remember? Well, obviously, the only real place I can actually remember, since I was so young, was the White Cross Orphanage. I remember the nuns. I remember our first cotton candy. I remember my first taste of Coke, because we were all in line drinking the Coke. And I remember other children. I remember my brother. I remember, my brother was the oldest in one of the oldest in the orphanage, and I was like one of the runts. And it's still pretty awesome that I got to revisit the orphanage at White Cross this past January in 2025, 40 years later, to revisit the orphanage that I was adopted from. And so that's my immigration story in a nutshell. And that orphanage in Makati, inside of Manila, is still running to this day, and I think that's pretty special. So hopefully that tells you a little bit about immigration of children, or like my past, and how it kind of goes. For whatever reason, my parents made it look like a breeze. I know for other folks out there, it's a longer process, but that's my story. I'm sticking to it.